I got a story for you. When I was researching the nasty little Annerly and came across a lot of the imagery and legends of the Kootenays and the steamboats, I came across a reference in it to Sam Steele. And I know the story of Sam Steele and Fort Steele, or at least I thought I did. And I know Sam Steele Scouts, well-respected guy. He retired way up in the military and then actually moved back to England, and they gave him a big estate and stuff. And Sam Steele Scouts in the Klondike days are infamous. But here's a story that some people may have never heard, and it took me a while to piece it all together, but after I started reading up on the steam wheelers, I came across this. Called The Unknown Legend of Samuel Benfield Steele. Sing along too if you want to help. Well, there a march from the government came, said Samuel Steele, assemble your men. Fires are burning all across the tobacco plain. You gotta march them hard across the great divide, so to get there quick and to save some lives. Booked you passage on a Kootenai riverboat steamer. So Sammy loaded up his horses and he loaded up his men, and he loaded up the rifles and the ammunition, and he loaded enough tack up to make it through the winter. But when the Duchess got the current, they were in for a ride, cause the horses started shifting, she just rolled upon her side, spilling all her guts before sinking to the bottom of the river. This is the unknown legend. Samuel Benfield Steele, the unknown legend. Samuel. Oh, sing along, Bart. Benfield Steele. Lucky for Sam, another steamer came in, so he bought up all the passage for his horses and men. Ordered more provisions and the rest he tried. Got his men ready to board the Clyde. People on the shore could only stand and stare as the steamer left the docks in the early morning air. The white caps on the water, wind from the west. Samuel Steele put the Clyde to the test. But Kootenai storms can be furious and fast. When he started taking water on the Huey wouldn't last, so they grabbed their horses, saved their hides. Lock, stock, and barrel, they go over the Clyde. This is the unknown legend. Samuel Benfield Steele, the unknown legend. Samuel. Sam assembled his men and said, I guess we'll have to do it the hard way then. They all mounted up and they hit the trail, leaving behind this amazing tale. Took Sam a seat tobacco on the plains, rode to Galbraith's ferry, but everything was tame. The horizon was over, the fires had died. They was picking berries, tanning hides, was building some barracks. He ordered his men, we need to be here in case there's troubles again. It's time for a friendly redcoat runs, so settlers can move in and erect defenses. The unknown legend. Samuel Benfield Steele, the unknown legend of Samuel. Don't clearly reveal is who supplied the camps with their tools and meals. And after Sam down, the only two steamboats working that river. always cut off their supplies, leave them stranded to face the cold, Kootenai winter. But no, our government said it's safe at Fort Steele. Come settle west while the dream's still real. Only take your time, you won't be coming by steamer. This is the unknown legend of Samuel Benfield Steele. The unknown legend of Samuel. Last time. That's something you're not going to find written up in the history books at Fort Steele. I've been there. We did a story on Fort Steele for the big attraction. It was I've talked to them about it. They've actually seen this song and thought it was funny. And I had the curator at the museum a year ago when I was in to talk about bringing this show in to do a show at Fort Steele. He went and he looked it up, and he went and said, you know, even they didn't know about it. So he has a copy of this, and so far we haven't been sued, so everything's good. Okay, so so Sam comes to town, and now we've got the railroad here and coming in now, and we've got settlers coming in now. You know, it's all kind of expanding. And to build the railroad through the mountains took quite a bit of ingenuity and took quite a bit of manpower. And so I'm going to slow it down here, and I'm going to do a bit of a sad song. At least I think that's what's up next here. But I'm one who believes, after working in the media for 30 years or so, 25 years, that even if our history is a little tough in spots, because we made some mistakes, it's better to live up to it and look it straight in the face and say, yeah, this happened. And I think you have to do that, because if you don't, you're doomed to repeat it. Yes. And I'll just say that going into this song, and then see what you think about it. This is actually Canadian history at a very raw period in our time. It's called Coulee Camps. People talk about the price of progress. I say it comes down to point of view. If you're just struggling to feed your family, what's a word like progress look like to you? Late at night in the Coulee camps, we gather around the fires like funeral lamps. For boys on the line we'd lost this day, for another mile of rail. Ooh. Newspapers talk about the price of progress. You can see it written across every page.